how to find the right Instagram influencers to promote your Shopify store products. In today's video, I'm going to dive into the definition of Instagram influencers, who they are, how they can help to promote your products, how to find the right Instagram influencers to promote your product, and what are the ways you can collaborate with them to get more sales. Hi, I'm Clarice Lin, the ROI doctor who helps small businesses and online stores get more customers and sales by getting on Google and YouTube page 1. Influencer marketing has been growing in popularity since a couple of years ago. It's not an entirely new concept by getting people to promote products for sales. However, the difference between influencer marketing in the past and today is that influencer marketing can be done by anyone, even you or me. Anyone who has a social media following and talks regularly about a certain topic, be it fashion, beauty, sports, fitness, baking, whatever. So as long as they are on a specific channel and they produce a lot of content and people are listening to what they say. So if they have this big group of followers who listens to them and might even buy products that they recommend, then they will be considered influencers. In today's video, I'm specifically going to talk about Instagram influencers, how they work, how you can identify Instagram influencers that would help promote your products. Working with Instagram influencers is a great way to help promote your products, to get more sales, or to get more people to know about those products. So selecting the right influencers to promote your brand is very critical because you want to select those influencers who have followers who are likely to become customers of your online store. That's the critical part. You shouldn't select any Instagram influencers who has a large number of following, because even if they have a large number of following, if they are not likely to become a customer of your store, then it's entirely useless to even work with them in the first place. It's not about the number of followers that they have. What you have to focus on is the quality of the followers that they have. To select the right influencer, you have to examine closely who are those followers of this Instagram influencer, what they say, and if their followers are interested in buying a product from your store. There are two main ways which you can find the right Instagram influencers to work with. One is you go to Google and you type in Instagram influencer marketing agency. You'll be able to find platforms who have influencers registered on their website, so you can go there and then select those whom you like to work with. This could be of a higher cost compared to the second method of finding influencers to work with. Is you would go to Instagram, you log in and you search by hashtags or topics, and you select those people who have large following and like products from your store. So they will likely have followers who could be interested in your products as well. So the second method is slightly more laborious, which means you need to spend more time looking through and vetting through all the influencers, whereas if you went directly to this agency, they might have a list where they will shortlist and perhaps recommend to you immediately. But then you will probably have to pay a higher cost because those platforms will usually take a commission off from those influencers. If you have a bit more time to spend, you want to search for your own influencers, you can adopt the method number 2. There is no better way. It's a matter of the amount of resources that you have and the amount of time that you need to invest to find the right influencers. You need to know what is your budget and who are the people you want to work with based on this budget. At the end of the day, it's about the best quality of Instagram influencers that you can find from those platforms that would be able to increase sales for your store. There is no better method. It's just a matter of decide on the method that would best help you to grow your store. How would you then select the right Instagram influencers? This is a big challenge for many people who are not used to social media marketing or Instagram marketing in general. Some people get blown away or easily impressed by a big number of followers, thinking that, oh yes, this influencer seems to have a big number of 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Surely they will be able to help my store sell some of my products. But it's not entirely true. you need to first look at what is this influencer mainly talking about, the topics that they're interested in. Let's say if your Shopify store is selling fitness related products and this influencer has a large following but it's not that interested in fitness products, then likely their followers might not be that interested in fitness products either. You might want to focus on influencers who are more into sports, fitness, and they buy different apparel, so likely they will have followers who would also be interested in buying apparel from your store, from your sports store. Don't just focus on those big numbers. Look at the type of content that they put out. Number 2, look at their engagement numbers. Don't just focus on the follower numbers. Look at how many people like their posts or like their videos. You will be able to ascertain how many people will actually interact with those content. Each interaction shows people who are more enthusiastic into it. You'll be able to know exactly how many people your products will be shown to if you collaborate with this influencer. Number 3, select maybe about 5 to 10 posts if you want to be really diligent. Look at each of those posts and the comments that the followers make. Look at each of those comments and see if they are of quality comments. Is it just emoji or someone's putting in more effort or words? Also, check out those people who are putting in comments, like who are those people? Are they real people? Are they robots? You want to ascertain that all these comments and likes are not fake. It's very prevalent in the social media marketing world, on Instagram or on any other platform like Twitter or Facebook, is that people buy likes, they can buy followers as well, and they can buy comments. So you want to make sure that these people who are liking, commenting and following those influencers that you're planning to work with, check if those people are real people. So if there are no comments, then you might also want to think twice as well, because this is a clue that these followers are not as engaged as they should be. So take that into consideration. Instagram influencers can be divided into 4 categories based on their follower size, which is nano influencers, micro influencers, macro influencers, and mega influencers. If you're a small store starting out, you might not be able to afford prices from mega influencers or macro influencers. You might want to shortlist more of nano influencers, those who have about at least 1,000 to 10,000 followers. Don't forget to check their engagement and their followers as well. Influencers with smaller following, it doesn't mean that they are bad. It could also mean likely they have a smaller group of people, but these people are very enthusiastic and they're very engaged. So if you work with influencers who have very engaged following, they are more likely to be checking out your products and likely to become a customer. So that's a plus for you. You can plan out a collaboration with them and test out. If this collaboration goes successfully, perhaps you can strike up a long-term partnership with those influencers as well. There are about 5 different ways you can choose to collaborate with Instagram influencers. One is to have a sponsored post or video. So you work with them and they will produce a post or video which they will put on their Instagram feed, in their story, and maybe in Instagram Reels as well. So that will be the most straightforward way. There are some influencers who would accept free gifts for you to send it to them, and when they accept it, so that is payment of the services, and they might mention your product or services in whatever post that they choose to do. If you want a higher quality content or collaboration with them, I would highly recommend you to pay them, because this is what they appreciate. There's been a survey of Instagram influencers, and most of the time they'll prefer to receive monetary payments, and in that case they would also treat the collaboration more seriously and put in more effort for that. You could also work with them to have giveaways or competition, and you could also work with them to issue discount codes, especially for their audience. So if any of their audience buy, you could use a discount code that's especially used for that influencer as well. In this case, you would also be able to know how successful this collaboration has been, because if more people are using this discount code that you've created especially for this influencer, it shows that they have made an impact on the marketing and it has helped to boost the sales for your store. So that would be a good indication of success. That would allow you to plan out future collaborations with them. If you're wondering how much you should pay influencers for those collaboration, you can check out some of my resources, which I'll put down in the description and pin comments as well. There is a published industry state report by a number of different organizations on what's the average rate you would pay Instagram influencers and other influencers as well, depending on the size of their followers. So I hope that it will give you a guideline on how much you should budget for and how you should vet through those influencers. Having said that, I would also advise you to strongly consider how much you should pay an Instagram influencer based on their impact on your sales. If they are able to help bring more sales, why not pay them a little more for them to put in more effort and foster a stronger collaboration in the future? You can easily make it a win-win situation for both of you. If you're struggling to get your first Shopify sale, you can check out my other video right here. If you're also looking for other ways on how you can boost your Shopify sales, you can check out my other video right here on how to get your Shopify store on Google search and get listed for free on Google Shopping. I also have an entire playlist for Shopify store owners to boost their sales. It's right here. You can also check it out. If you found this video useful, give me a like, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos on how to get your Shopify store on Google and YouTube Patreon. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.